Greetings, everyone, and thank you so much for creating time to join us today for these one-on-one or physical question and answer sessions. And this is going to mark the beginning of 100 and 1,000 and a million other sessions that we are going to have together. Because of interest of time, and actually you can see we have started quite a little bit late, I would really appreciate if we can go direct to the questions so that we can respond to today's question. And then I think we'll be good to go. If other people join us amidst the session, that will be okay so that everything can go well. As a reminder, as I start, remember that these sessions have been is an initiative of Newness Counseling Organization, and there are partners who have joined us in this journey of having these sessions to make sure that you who is present here, you can have your question answered, you can have that issue that is stressing you, that is distressing you, resolved. So we have Women of Courage organization. They are also our partner. Nita Decos, they have also partnered with us. Terrain Africa Limited, they have partnered with us. And also we have Afrikiri Village, which is also a mental health organization. So with that, I think you can now allow me to have the questions that we'll be looking at today. So these are the questions that so far we have. So in case those who are joining us now, you have a question, my moderator, Regina, is going to give you a piece of paper and a pen where you can write your question so that now after you've written the question, we can respond to them in the due process as I respond to this. So allow me to have the first question, and we see what we are going to talk about to begin with. Now, here is the question, and remember, I asked you not to. You don't have to write your name in the paper. No need. But in case later you may feel that you want us to give you a counselor or to allocate a counselor to you who can actually follow up, and you have a deeper session with the counselor, feel free. We are going to give you one. So for those who are going to watch this video later on YouTube, because we are doing a recording, we may not really record the entire show, but we are going to record a bit of it. So for those who are going to watch the show later or the session later, kindly remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can grow together. And maybe next time you might find it in your heart to actually also join us so that you can watch this live instead of waiting for us to upload it on YouTube. But it's also nice to do that. So now, here's our first question. And the first question is, my parents treat me differently from my siblings because I'm the broke one. Well, this started when I lost my job, but before they were very welcoming and nice to me. Now my siblings are treated and handled better than me. I felt hurt during the holiday where we went Ushago. Ushago is the, the parental home, pahali ulizaliwa. So Ushago together in the same car, but upon getting home, I was asked to warm the food and serve them. Wao wakaambiwa watulie kwa sitting room. I think I hate my parents for this. Nitafanya aje? All right. So I think that's quite an experience that you're going through, because there's actually nothing that can be frustrating and disappointing than when your biological parents are treating you different than your siblings, because this creates actually siblings rivalry, whereby you find that as siblings you end up hating the child who is hated by your parents, because most of the times you find yourself siding with your parents. So because you are the one who is here, and as I respond to this question, I also mentioned something to the parents, maybe those who are going to watch the video later, that in your situation right now, there's nothing much you can really do about the situation. This is the reason. You cannot run away from home and disown your parents. They are always going to be your parents. So again, you cannot go to your parents and start lecturing them about what they are doing. Probably you could try, but I've seen occasions whereby as a child, you try to create some sense to your parents when they are doing something wrong, and then it doesn't go well. Because almost all the times you find that the parent is actually very defensive. Anakuambia, you are just a child, hakuna kitu unajua. So that can happen. But from where you are, number one, I wouldn't want you to hate your parents. I wouldn't advise you to hate your parents, although you've said that you think you hate them. But I wouldn't advise you to go down that rabbit hole of hating your parents, because hating someone, not just a parent, but when you hate someone, it hurts you more than it hurts the other person. When you hate someone, it's just like what they say, you drink the poison and then you wait for the other person to die. So if you hate your parents and you cannot change them, you find yourself now hating them, walking a journey of hating your parents. And then after that, you have to walk another journey of loving them because they will always be there. And then now you walk another journey of forgiving them. So instead of now creating a scenario whereby you have to do a series of things for you to be able to resolve the situation, don't walk down the rabbit hole of hating them. What you can do is you can try to create serenity and understanding and peace within you, such that you don't allow what they are doing to penetrate through you and actually hurt you. Because what happens, or the reality of life is this, that what matters and what affects us is not what other people do to us, but how we respond to what other people do to us. So you may not change your parents, you may not change how your parents are treating you, but where your power is that you can change how you respond to what they are doing. Don't carry it to heart. Don't hold grudges for that. Don't become resentful. Just try now to make sure that whatever they are doing is falling on water. Just like the way you can throw a stone in the water. The stone is just going to penetrate through the water, and within some time, the water will act undisturbed. It will just settle down. So try to find a way through which you will not allow what they are doing to penetrate through you and hurt you and make you angry and make you resentful. Because if you start poisoning yourself, poisoning your heart with those negative emotions and feelings, it's going even to ruin other aspects of your life. You can try to look for someone who is going to have a conversation with your parents. Maybe an uncle or, mzee wa kijiji. You can find someone who is, an age mate to your parents. Umwambia now, my parents have been doing this and I don't like it. You can go down that route. But also, what is most important and what I'm advising you to do is to try and create that shield. Protect yourself such that what they are doing is not going to affect you. If that is not that easy for you, you can even try by not engaging with them so frequently. If you usually go home twice every month, try going once every month. Try going once after every 2 months. Try to limit the frequency of how closely you are interacting with your parents. That is going to reduce. I know they may call they may call you, and they may also do the same. But try to limit your interactions until this is resolved. And then try now to protect yourself such that this does not affect you, because you are suffering out of allowing this situation to affect you. And I know it cannot be easy because it's coming from your parents, and you expect your parents to be loving and caring, and not to love one child and hate another because of the financial status. But you have to control this from your end, from your side, because you are the one who is suffering. Now, to parents, those who might be watching us, it's so sad that we have parents who are loving one child because this child has a financial muscle, and hating the one who is financially weak or financially not stable. Remember, those kids are yours. You gave birth to them without that money. And you know very well that in most cases, it is the hated child in the family who ends up becoming the billionaire, who ends up actually even saving the family. And you don't want to hate your child simply because hajakuja na gari, simply because hajakuja na shopping. That's your child. You should love your child unconditionally, whether they are financially stable or not. Because the moment you show your other kids that this one is to be hated because he or she is not financially stable, then you are creating chaos in that family. You are showing that the kids that you can have favorites. This one is to be taken, at this level, and this other one, it's not nice. It's actually even inhumane, I would say. So please, parents, let us learn how to treat our kids similarly, equally, without trying to love one and hate another, because they are your kids. You brought them up. They have different potentials. They are not all going to be blessed at the same time. They are not all going to have the same level of financial stability at the same time. And sometimes you find that even the older one is mostly the one who is not yet able to stand firmly financially. The younger ones are the ones who have been able, because maybe walisoma vizuri, and the older ones hakupata masomo vizuri. So you might find that the older ones are the ones who are struggling, but the younger ones are the ones who are financially stable. So show your kids to love each other, to support each other, to protect each other, even when they have the finances or not. And in case you still want me to give a different perspective to that, if you're not satisfied with that, you can actually ask me as we progress to give light on a specific area.